Hello everyone, how are you all? We miss you so much. We thought it would be really nice if we could do something for you all for Easter. So every night this week, we're going to learn part about the Easter story, which was God's big plan to save us. We're going to learn about it through reading this book. It's called the Jesus Storybook Bible by Sally Lloyd-Jones. This book explains some of the main Bible stories to us in short stories, helping us understand God's amazing story. So, what's your favourite thing about Easter? Is it egg hunts? Is it chocolate? Is it time off school? We all love Easter. And as Christians, all of the leaders at the Open Door Kids Club think Easter is really, really important because it's the time of year dedicated to remembering what Jesus did for us on the cross. What he did for us was super important, and we are going to try and find out why. So, let's read our first Easter story. It's called The Beginning, A Perfect Home, and it comes from Genesis chapter 1 and 2. Get comfy, this is going to start at the very beginning. In the beginning, there was nothing. Nothing to hear, nothing to feel, nothing to see. Only emptiness and darkness, and nothing but nothing. But God was there, and God had a wonderful plan. I'll take this emptiness, God said, and I'll fill it up. Out of the darkness, I'm going to make light, and out of nothing, I'm going to make everything. Like a mummy bird flutters her wings over her eggs to help her babies hatch, God hovered over the deep, silent darkness. He was making life happen. God spoke. That's all, and whatever he said, it happened. God said, "Hello, light," and light shone into the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. "You're good," God said, and they were. Then God said, "Hello, sea, hello, sky," and a great space opened up, wide and deep and high. "You're good," God said, and they were. Then God said, "Hello, land," and there, splashing up through the oceans, came cliffs, mountains, and sandy beaches. "You're good," God said, and they were. "Hello, trees," God said, "hello, grass and flowers," and everything everywhere burst into life. He made buds bud, shoots shoot, flowers flower. "You're good," God said, and they were. "Hello, stars," God said, "hello, sun, hello, moon," and whizzing into the darkness came fiery globes, spinning around and around, whirling orange and purple and golden planets. "You're good," God said, and they were. "Hello, birds," God said, and with a fluttering and flapping and chirping and singing, birds filled the skies. "Hello, fish," God said, and with a darting and dashing and wriggling and splashing, fish filled the seas. "You're good," God said, and they were. Then God said, "Hello, animals," and everyone came out to play. The earth was filled with noisy noises, growling and gobbling and snapping and snorting and happy skerfuffling. "You're good," God said, and they were. God saw all that he had made, and he loved them, and they were lovely because he loved them. But God saved the best for last. From the beginning, God had a shining dream in his heart. He would make people to share his forever happiness. They would be his children, and the world would be their perfect home. So God breathed life into Adam and Eve. When they opened their eyes, the first thing they ever saw was God's face. And when God saw them, he was like a new dad. "You look like me," he said, "and you're the most beautiful thing I have ever made." God loved them with all of his heart, and they were lovely because he loved them. And Adam and Eve joined in the song of the stars and the streams and the wind in the trees, the wonderful song of love to the one who made them. Their hearts were filled with happiness, and nothing ever made them sad or lonely, or sick, or afraid. God looked at everything he had made. Perfect, he said, and it was. But all the stars and the mountains and oceans and galaxies and everything were nothing compared to how much God loved his children. He would move heaven and earth to be near them, always. Whatever happened, whatever it cost him, he would always love them. And so it was that the wonderful love story began. So, the beginning of our Easter story begins at the very beginning, when God made the world, when God made us. But what's that got to do with Easter, you ask? Well, come back tomorrow and find out what happens. Oh wait, I almost forgot. This is Debbie Duck. Debbie is going to be with me every night this week as we go through all of these stories to find out how we go from creation to our wonderful Easter story and how it all adds up for God's big plan. So come back tomorrow night and find out where we're going to go in this story next. Bye!
In the darkness we were waiting, without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes. To fulfill the law and prophets, to a virgin came the word. From a throne of endless glory, to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. To reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross, for even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation. Jesus, for our sake you died. Kings. In the morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb had conquered death. And the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of all who'd come to the Father are restored. And the church of Christ was born, then the Spirit lit the flame. Now this gospel truth of old shall not kneel, shall not faint. By his blood and in his name, in his freedom I am free. For the love of Jesus Christ, who has resurrected me. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God praise forever to the King of Kings.